On the topic of new age regulation, Shankar Prasad, and
Good evening. Good evening.
may I say a mild word that we put in the topic of the day, because as many people outside there say that this is a government of control. It's in a frenzy of control, wants to control everything that we think, we read, and how we use our social media, what we watch on OTT platforms, what we write on Twitter, everything must be controlled by the government. Why is your government so control-friendly government?
Well, that is unfair. We believe in democracy, we permit criticism, we permit dissent. And I'm very happy that social media has empowered the ordinary people of India. Nearly 140 crore people use social media, be it Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, WhatsApp, and they make good money also. Navika, the issue is not of use of social media. The issue is of misuse and abuse of social media. Don't you have a fact check on fake news? You have on Times Now, no? Other channels, why? Let me ask a question straight to the people watching and those present here. If a mother complains to me that the jilted ex-lover of his daughter is exposing all her compromising photographs on social media, what should I do? Keep quiet? If a jilted lover is showing the morphed image of a woman, making it viral in the social media, should I keep quiet? If Twitter appreciates the police action in defending Capitol Hill in Washington and sides with the aggressor when our pride, Lal Killa, is attacked by people brandishing sword and injuring people, should I keep quiet? If terrorists and separatist elements abuse social media to foment terrorism and trouble in the India, should I keep quiet? Therefore, what is these guidelines you are concerned about? Government is away from it. Government has only said, you please address a proper grievance redressal mechanism so that any people aggrieved by all this must have a resolution of his grievance within a time frame. That's what we have done.
Mr. Ravi Shankar Prasad, many people would say that the reaction of the government often is very knee-jerk. There isn't enough detailed study or consultation on issues that are as delicate as this and have wide-ranging interest from the public at large. This is something that involves citizens at a large-scale level, and they're not even part of the dialogue with the government through a consultation paper or something. The government just comes and that is why the mindset is questioned. Yes, there are problems where there are criminal problems, law and order problems. Some would say that you're justified in taking action. But when it comes to making such guidelines, which can be loosely used because you haven't really decided who the regulator is, when you say that a WhatsApp's origin must be found out, you are not even looking at the privacy laws or the privacy rights of an individual. The question really here is that these are new age platforms, new age technologies, yet they need more than just a knee-jerk reaction from the government.
I'm afraid, Navika, you have not done your homework today, which you normally do. There are two Supreme Court orders of 18 and 19. They ask us to file an affidavit as to when you are going to take action against all this. There was a parliamentary debate in the Rajya Sabha in 2018 when a promise was taken from me by the members of parliament against fake news, against rampant pornography, child pornography, etc. There have been demands from chief minister, civil society. If you want, I can show you all the complaints. We did nearly 1.5 years of consultation. The draft was put in public domain. 171 comments came. Those who chose to. Then a counter comment also came. That was the nature of consultation we did. Therefore, to say that we did not do the consultation I'm again on a more fundamental issue. I have raised certain issue as to what is the justification. You are not controverting even one of them. These days, I see a lot of business people present here. A new phenomena is rising, and what is that? If someone wishes to start a business operation, the big brothers of that business start campaigning on the social media based upon stories and facts which are untrue, and you loses a lot of your credibility. Today, rank defamatory statements are being made, including eminent journalists like you. You suffer it or not? I see a new trend happening today that some people file a case. Now, please listen, Navika, it is important. Want a particular type of judgment to come on those cases. Unleash a social media campaign, and the judgment is not in accord with that, the judges are told. Now, the second issue of tracing. Let me ask you a question. Is it not a fact on the same issue, on the same day, in the same area, around the same time, lakhs of messages are circulated and recirculated, become viral? हम क्या पूछ रहे हैं? ये खुराफात किसने की? बस शुरू किसने की? Who started the mischief? That's all. Listen to me. And we are not going to see the content. The content is already in public domain. We are only saying who in India started this mischief. And if someone had sent from abroad, then who started it in India? Navika, let me confront you with your own very extraordinary coverage, which I saw myself in relation to the riots in Delhi. Is it not a fact that you were showing a lot of messages being circulated from across the border, seeking to instigate, inflame, commit violence based on falsehood? तो हमें क्या करना चाहिए? हम खामोश रहें?
मिस्टर
नहीं, आप मुझे बताएं, हमें करना क्या चाहिए?
आप दिल्ली के राइट्स की बात कर रहे हैं, पर ऐसे चुनिंदा जो इंसिडेंट्स हैं ये बहुत कम होते हैं, और इनमें अगर आप सख्ती बरतें तो किसी को समझ में आ सकता है. देयर विल बी I think enough people in this country who will find your action possibly fair and will not question it. But I want to ask you, civil society से हमें complaints आती हैं, or that's a very loose terminology, and for somebody who is a lawyer and the law minister, this terminology can be misused by those who are interpreting. For example, let me just tell you, your newly appointed chief minister of Uttarakhand finds a problem with ripped jeans. Now, will you have anybody talking about ripped jeans being taken to court or being, given some sorts of action taken by the police? Because there are people and there are actions, and these can fall into various kinds of categories.
My reply is very simple. The chief minister in question has already apologized.
But it reflects a mindset.
Oh, please, apologized. And my view, I am very clear, we should not be judgmental about the dress sense, okay? But let's not go into that issue in that detail because he has apologized. Therefore, let's leave it there.
No, he apologized and still said, लेकिन ripped jeans तो नहीं पहननी चाहिए. मुझे ऐसे कहना नहीं चाहिए था, लेकिन फिर भी ये संस्कार के लिए अच्छा नहीं है.
नाविका, मेरा सिर्फ आपसे एक बात कहना है. People can have opinion. We can disagree with that, okay? People can have opinion. I am not justifying it. But in India, if it is a democracy, don't shut them from having an opinion, which we may disagree, which we, in our view, is not in very good taste. We can have that opinion. Let's leave it there. I don't approve it. You know my view on these things. But let's come on.
Opinion. Pardon me. I'll also say one thing on this, which is opinions are fine. Everybody is entitled to his. But an opinion in Ashoka University is unacceptable. But an opinion of a chief minister, which can have ramifications on people of the state and the country, should be just seen as an opinion.
I must clarify. I have already clarified about the chief minister, including my own not appreciating what was made out, but he has apologized. Let's leave it. On Ashoka University, in your Times of India today, there is a big article by Gurcharan Das. Please go to it. We have never at all interfered in academic. Navika, because you are provoking me a lot today, I must make one comment. This government is led by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Rajnath Singh, late Arun Jaitley, late Sushma Swaraj, Venkaiah Naidu, and many others, including me, some for 5 years, senior, some junior, we have fought against emergency for 3 freedoms: your freedom of media, independence of judiciary, and also dignity of individual against arrest. So we have suffered, we have gone to jail. Don't treat us these qualities. It is our commitment. And by the way, is it not a fact that my Prime Minister is the biggest victim of falsehood campaign for more than 20? उनके बारे में मेरा एक जवाब है कि हम सोए हुए व्यक्ति को जगा तो सकते हैं, लेकिन जो जाग कर सोने का स्वांग करते हैं उनका हम क्या कर सकते हैं? We welcome their right to keep on criticizing Modi ji, and that they are doing for the last 20 years. Yet they are existing in India. Why not? We have no problem. You just talked about Ashoka University. You have seen some articles which are so almost vituperative against us. That's also their right. Therefore, we have always welcomed criticism. But the point is larger. Should the people of India who become victim of abuse of social media, misuse of social media, should have a forum for resolution of their grievance or not?